Hello. Come on into my virtual office. I'm Mark Reinert from AuthenticBusinessGrowth.com. Well, actually this video features the cartoon version of me. Today I am talking with Andrea about marketing on LinkedIn. Hi Andrea, I'm glad you came by today.
Hi, Mark. I hope you can help me figure out how to network more effectively on LinkedIn, using the connections and structure that LinkedIn provides.
What part of LinkedIn are you finding challenging?
I'm part of a LinkedIn group for business and professional women, which is my target audience. The group rules require everything promotional to go into the promotions area, but no one looks there. How can I let these women know what I have to offer in an effective and professional way through LinkedIn?
I see. So you don't want to annoy people, but you do want to let the women know who would be perfectly suited for your help. You want to find ways to let them know about your services?
That's right.
Well, no one wants to be sold to until they know, like, and trust you. That just feels pushy.
Like spam?
Exactly. If you go to the store to buy a washing machine, the salesperson will start selling right away. You don't mind because you chose to walk into the store and ask to see what they have. You have a buying mindset.
In a store, people are in a shopping mood. But LinkedIn is not a store. What I do not understand is that lots of people say LinkedIn is great for getting clients.
LinkedIn might be a good place for you to get clients if that's where your ideal clients gather. The challenge is that whether you're a life coach, a massage therapist, or a divorce lawyer, professional services are more intimate. So it feels more risky emotionally. Professional services are also a significant expense.
So, it takes more time to build trust. Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's why for shorthand we call it the know, like, and trust factor. People need to know you, like you, and trust you before they'll be ready to buy your services. Even when they need your services.
I can see that. But, how can I build trust if I cannot get them to pay attention to me? All my posts got put in the promotions area, and no one looks there.
One of the first things you can do is participate in the discussions that authors start. Make a habit of looking for questions posted by others that relate to your expertise. Post a short and helpful reply.
I can do that. I'm already doing it a little. But they still won't know about my services, will they?
Maybe they'll look at your LinkedIn profile. Your profile should clearly and briefly explain who you help and what you help them with. You should make sure your website and email address are accessible even to those who have not connected with you yet.
I'm sure I could improve my profile, but it's pretty clear. Do you think I should add my email address to it?
People who aren't connected to you can't message you on LinkedIn, unless they have a paying LinkedIn account. Sometimes people are prevented from sending you a connection request unless they type in your email. So making sure your email address shows is important.
What else do you suggest?
One of the most important things you can do is to produce free and low-cost educational material about the problem your services solve.
You mean a blog?
It doesn't have to be. But articles on a blog can be very helpful, especially used on social media, forums, and in connection with your email list. What's your specialty, Andrea?
I help professional women who are having relationship problems have less conflict in their lives.
Okay, can you make a list of the top 5 questions or problems these women have? What keeps them awake at night? If you don't know, then ask them on the forums.
I can do that.
Actually, it doesn't have to be the top 5. Just 5 important concerns that are near the top. Make sure it's something that's on their mind. Write a short, helpful article on each of those 5 concerns your ideal clients have. What would one of them be?
A common one is how to get my husband to stop yelling at the kids.
Can you write a short, helpful article with that as the title?
Well, I'm not the greatest writer.
Okay, but you could make a list of 3 things they could do right away that would bring peace and help their husband to stop yelling?
Sure. That's not hard.
So those 3 or 4 things are the outline for your article. You don't have to write. You could get someone to help you. You could make a podcast. Or use dictation software. Or even could turn it into a free teleclass on how to get your husband to stop yelling at the kids.
That helps if I can be creative.
It does. Then when someone posts in one of the groups about this problem, you can make a reply giving a short suggestion, showing some empathy and caring. Then, add something like, "I have written an article on this topic at this link that you might find helpful." Or, "You might find it helpful to listen to the teleclass or podcast I did on this very topic." You've just sent people to your website and they feel good about it.
Wow, that sounds like an expert.
That's right. You are the expert. And, you're letting them see that.
I can see how that builds trust.
By doing that you show you're listening to her. The best way to get people to like and trust you is to listen to them.
Right. I can see that. But when do I get to tell them they can hire me?
Well, that's a little tricky. But, if you show up regularly and are helpful in a group that is related to your specialty, people will come to trust you and want to know more. You want to make sure your website is set up so that when people go there to read your articles or listen to your recordings, you ask and encourage them to join your email list.
That way I can communicate with them more.
Yes. You still have to be careful to not do too much selling. You want most of your communication to be providing educational material that helps them.
Won't they decide they don't need to hire me then? All that free stuff.
A few of them might. But, remember, most people need to hear things several times before they truly learn it. Some will realize they do need personal help. Who is going to be top of mind when they realize they need to pay for help? The person who already has helped them a lot. Or the person who just tried to sell to them?
The person who was already helpful.
Exactly. If she was that helpful when I was not paying her, I can hardly imagine how good it must be when I'm her private client.
It sounds great, but time-consuming.
The key is to make some time for it consistently. Every week.
I could do that. If I was a little more disciplined with my time.
It's important to focus your time and energy on groups that have your ideal clients in them. Also think about what frame of mind they have while in the group. Since you work with women on relationships, you'll need to assess if LinkedIn is the right place. Many people think of LinkedIn as for business topics, and may not care to discuss personal and family topics. It really depends on the culture of the group. Pay attention to the discussions others start in the group.
I can see that. Where else can I find groups?
You can do searches for groups on Facebook, in Yahoo Groups, Google Groups, and on Meetup.com and in your local community. There's no simple answer or shortcut for keeping your eyes open and doing some research. That's part of what makes you an expert in your knowledge area. Some people have even decided the best thing was to start a group.
Are there other ways to do marketing on LinkedIn?
Yes, but that's a good place to start. It's probably enough for you to work on for right now.
I agree. I have my work cut out for me. And I'm feeling excited about it.
The key is to be consistent. Make time for your marketing activities. Pick a few things and do them regularly. Stick with them. Week in and week out. Lack of consistency is why so many people don't have much success. It is crucial to be strategic about it in the ways we discussed. However, many people jump from one strategy to another. They never try something in a consistent way long enough for it to actually work. I don't want that to happen to you.
Okay, thank you, Mark. I feel like I have a clearer plan now.
I'm glad it was helpful. Come back and let's talk again.